Hello friends, I welcome you all to this session on numerical methods using C++. So, in the last lecture, I have discussed with you about the fixed point iteration method. So, today we'll be writing code for it. So, as you know, the fixed point iteration says that if you are having a function fx is equal to 0, then what you can do is you have to write this as x psi x. That means you have to rearrange such that you bring one x out, and then rest of the thing you placed on the right hand side, so that becomes your function. Now what you have to do is you have to have this function. So first you will be making this function, the first task. The second task is you will be making one function for the derivative, that is t by dx. You will be making one function. Obviously you will be transferring this psi. Why? Because you must be remembering that if the magnitude of this derivative at the boundary is less than 1, then only we can get a converse solution, otherwise not. So from the boundary, that means from that particular bracket a and b where we want to search the root, let us take one guess. Okay, and let's say it is 0. For the time being, I am assuming it to be 0. It can be any guess depending on the value. So what we have to do is basically this guess will be coming from a. So this a will be nothing but x guess. So now what you will be doing is you will be finding out the derivative of this psi function at x guess. And if the magnitude comes out to be less than 1, then you will say that okay, the fixed point iteration will give some result, and what is the result? We will be doing it. Otherwise, if it is true, then you will be having some result. If it becomes false, then you will be stopping there itself, because there is no use. You will not be getting anywhere. Now what? If this is true, then the real problem start. Okay, you take one variable error and assign 1 to it initially, as big value as possible, not only 1. Then you also declare one epsilon, which is the converging criteria, let's say 10 to the power minus 4. So if the error is less than this value, then I'll say my answer has come. Otherwise, I have to do something. So once this is done, then you evaluate the new value based on the current guess from the function. Once this is done, then you find out the error. That means the absolute difference of new and guess. Once this error, if this error is less than this epsilon, if, then you have your answer. That means x new is my answer. If this is not true, then what you will do? You will take x guess as the new value obtained, and then again go back to this step. So you have to continuously do this till you have this answer. That means the error reduces so much that it becomes lower than the converging criteria, that is epsilon. So this is all the concept. So if you remember, last time we were trying to find out the root, and we converted this equation as 9 minus x square. What was the original equation? It was basically, if I write, it is 9x minus x cube is equal to 1, or x cube minus 9x plus 1 is equal to 0, and I am interested in finding out the roots of this. So what I have done, I have written it like this. So this becomes my psi x. So let us head to the code blocks. So hash include iostream standard int main return 0. Okay, now let us take one more header file, that is cmath. This helps in finding out the powers. Okay, so the first thing first is we have to create a function. So psi, So what it will be accepting? X. Okay, and what it will be returning? It will be returning, if I'm not wrong, 1 by 9 minus x square. So it is 1 by 9 minus x square. Okay, so this is my psi function. Next, I have to develop one more function which will be helping me in finding out d by dx. Okay, so now who's d by dx? There must be some function. Okay, so let us make a pointer that will point to that particular function. So this is my pointer. Now, how many argument does this function have? Only one. Okay, then what is that argument? That is x. Okay, what else is required? As this is numerical differentiation, so precision is also required. That is h. So let us take h itself as 0.001 here itself. If the user gives, okay. If not, then also okay. Then what? Then we have to find out the central difference. So return, and then inside it is f x plus h minus f x minus h, and this whole will be divided by 2 times h. So that is what this particular thing will be doing. Okay, now we will be moving to the main function. So inside main, we will be having our guess value. Let's take it as 0. Okay, once this has been done, then we will be checking that whether the magnitude of that derivative, where it is, yeah, whether the magnitude of the derivative of the function at x guess is less than 1 or not. If it is less, then we'll be doing something, otherwise we'll not be doing anything. Okay, so if the absolute value of d dx for this psi, okay, and now it's this accept two things, x also. So at x guess, if this value is less than 1, if this is less than 1, then you have to perform all these steps. Otherwise, what you will say, cout roots cannot be obtained, or convergence or is difficult, and then that's it. Convergence is difficult, and that's it, done, no problem. Now if this is less than 0, then what we have to do, we have to perform certain steps. So let us take one variable error, so error, and assign 1 to it, any number, 1, 10, 100, any number. Okay, so that it can enter the loop. So while this error is more than some epsilon, what is that epsilon? So let us define it here. And define it as what? 0. Where I am writing, not writing anywhere. Okay, so define it as 0.0001. Okay, so if the error is less than this value, or sorry, more than that this value, then what I have to do? Then I have to first find out the new value. Okay, so I have to declare new value also. So double x new, and let's say it is having 0 right now. If you are not writing anything, then also okay. Then x new will be, then we'll be supplying the guess, that is this guess, x guess 0, which is 0 right now, to this function, and this x new will be getting that value. Once this has been done, we will be finding out the error. What is the error? It is nothing but the absolute value of x guess minus x new. That's it. Once you have this error, now you can do what? You can evaluate the, or you can transfer the current value of x, that is x new, to the x guess, so that this becomes the value of guess for the next iteration. Okay, so in this way this particular program works. That's it. I hope it is over. Once this all has happened, then what you do? You simply say C out, the root is, and then this is x new, and then handle. I think I have done it. It's okay. All the points which I have mentioned here, we have done it. Okay, so if you run it, the root is coming out as 0.11264. I don't know. I have to check the book. Let me check the book whether I have done this thing correctly or not. And if not, then we have to fix the. So the answer was coming out as 0.111264, and yes, 0.111264 is the correct answer. So friends, in this way you can solve this. You can solve the problem of root finding using fixed point iteration. Now there is one more slight different thing. So you must be wondering, so here we have written if else inside this particular and then it should be infinitely running. So you can also do it. You can make this loop run infinitely by writing true here, and inside you can say that if the error is more, or in fact this variable is not at all required. Let us do it. Let us remove this error variable and make this particular true always. Why it is not working? So true, always true. Okay, now once this is done, we will be evaluating x new, then this, then we will be evaluating the error. Now, is it really necessary to write like this? No. What we can do is we can simply say if this particular thing, this value is more than what is that? Epsilon. If this is more than epsilon, then only update the guess as the new value. Okay, otherwise, else you do what? You just come out of this loop, that is break. That's it. So this is one of the way. Though both are the same, but you can do like this also. Okay, so if you run this now, so is there any mistake? Yes, there is a mistake. So if you run it now, again you will be getting the same thing. So in this way, you can solve for your root finding techniques using C++ program. I hope this is clear to you. So in the next lecture, we will be learning about bisection method, and then we'll be programming it. Thank you very much for watching it.